anyone that's from a Commonwealth country, I think they would all say it's the pinnacle for our sport. It's probably the biggest opportunity in terms of mainstream media, just people within the country, that they see you out on that stage. And I think, yeah, it's an opportunity to like show them what you're made of, sort of thing. So for me personally, and as I say, for a lot of Commonwealth Games athletes, I would say it's definitely the pinnacle for them to try and achieve gold medals and bring home to the country. I mean, I don't think at 21 I would have, going to my first Commonwealth Games in India, could have ever imagined that I would be at my fourth here in 2022. So to be going back just to compete, let alone be defending champion in the singles, which was, a dream come true. I just can't wait for the opportunity to get back out there. And I don't know what it is about playing for New Zealand, and especially in a Commonwealth Games environment with, all these great athletes from all different walks of sport, that's so inspiring. But yeah, it's coming around pretty quickly. But I'm super excited to go back and try and defend my titles. It's funny, we were just talking about it the other day, and a lot of it is a blur. I think I played 11 matches in 10 days. I was the busiest athlete. My main memory is the physiotherapist room, because that's where I spent sort of most of my time. It was, to the courts, back, recover, sleep, eat, go again. So it wasn't until like a little while after that it actually sort of sunk in, the achievements there. But yeah, I guess like now I'm going to be 34 at this one. I want to try and enjoy it as much as possible. I think sometimes you're so driven and just so goal-oriented in something like that, that sometimes you don't sit back and enjoy it and take it all in. Like, I've never been to a Commonwealth Games opening ceremony before, and this is my fourth one, because I was just so focused on, playing the next day. I wanted to be right for the match and starting my campaign. So I've actually never been to one. So that's like one of my big things I'm going to do this year for the first time. Yeah, I just, like I said, I guess I've done it. I've won gold medals in the different disciplines. Obviously, there's nothing more I want to do than go back and defend them and actually go better. Like Paul and I, we got bronze last time. We'll be striving to bring home that gold. So I still have lots of goals, but as I say, like, I want to enjoy it and take in the environment and things a lot more than I have in the past. Coming from New Zealand, we're such a proud country. We have a lot of culture that I don't think a lot of people around the world actually realise how big the Māori culture is within our group. And that's something that, like, from the moment you step in, you're welcomed with a haka. And from that moment, you feel like you're part of something much bigger than just your own thing that you've got going on. And I think each day you're seeing people go off to their events and achieving much higher than probably what they have before. Something about that's just really inspiring. And I think even the fact that from the top, our chef de mission, they're all ex-athletes. They're there to like support you in the best way possible. So I think it's that culture, and especially because I am on my own a lot. I'm traveling the world. I don't really play at home, so I'm away from it a lot. So when you go into that environment again, it's something deep inside you sort of helps you to be inspired to perform at the highest level that you can. On paper, we'll be seated, well, I should be seated one, possibly for the women's and mixed. But it's a tough feat. It's a huge week. I think, the last day at the last one, I spent in tears because my body and mind was just exhausted. And I think people are surprised by how difficult actually the doubles is. It's a very different tired that you get, a lot more mental than I think people think. And by the end of playing all three events, you're just done. So, like I say, call me crazy at this age signing up for all three, but I think when I was really making the decision about it, I knew I would live with regrets if I didn't try. And that has been the theme of my year this year, you know, is I don't want to finish my career and have regrets. I don't want to look back and think I could have, would have, should have done that. So then the decision became quite easy, to be honest, to play all three. And, you know, we've got such an amazing team. Our group is super close and we all want to do well. So I'm looking forward to being the old head in that team.